Welcome along. Today we are going to be talking about what's probably one of the most passive and easy ways to make money, but it's also sometimes considered a little bit unethical or even a bit underhand. And that is affiliate marketing, or earning money from recommending other people's products or services. So some of my clients often wonder, am I compromising my professionalism if I recommend products and make a commission from the sale? After all, I'm in a position of trust as a registered healthcare professional. And then sometimes they even ask me, you know what, Sarah, is this even legal? Now, I remember as a student dietitian, there was this long-standing rumour, for want of a better word, that if you wanted to recommend a brand, you had to cushion it with 2 other examples so that your client or your patient had 3 options to choose from. So that was just a rumour, by the way, but I remember being told that on my dietetic placement as a student back in the 1990s and racking my brain to try and come up with a 3rd brand of baked beans. So in this episode of the Beyond the Clinic podcast, I'm going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about affiliate marketing as a clinician and how to do it without compromising your integrity. Okay, let's begin by making sure that we are all on the same page and outlining exactly what affiliate income actually means. So it is a legitimate business model where you as the marketer recommend someone else's product or service and you get a kickback when someone buys. It's usually a percentage of the sale and it's considered a bit of a thank you from the business owner who then goes on to deliver the product or the service. And then the cost to the client remains exactly the same. And then you can flip this scenario where other people promote your offer to their audiences, and in return, you give them some money as a thank you. Affiliate marketing, it's also sometimes called a partnership arrangement or a referral program, but what you need to know is they all mean exactly the same thing. Sometimes a partnership or referral program just sounds a little bit nicer. So there's a lot of positives to being an affiliate marketer. First of all, your client learns about a product, say a recipe book or a course or a certain brand of supplement that might be really useful to them that they may not have come across before without your recommendation. Secondly, the business that sells the product, the book or the course, they get a new customer that they might not have found otherwise via their usual marketing strategies. And then number 3, as a result of the sale to your client, you will earn some money because the business gives you a commission. So our focus today is going to be on your role as that person in the middle, the affiliate marketer who makes a recommendation to the client and makes the money. But how do you maintain your professionalism as an affiliate marketer when you're a healthcare professional? It all starts with integrity. You must come to this from a place of sincerity, a place of wanting to help people, which I know you will all do. It's why we train to be healthcare professionals in the first place. It's because we care and we want to help. So if you know that there's a product or a recipe book or a probiotic supplement or a piece of gym equipment that you wholeheartedly believe that your client would find helpful or benefit from, it might even feel like a disservice not to tell them. So whether you get a kickback from the brand or not, only ever recommend things that you wholeheartedly believe in. Think of either something that you've read the scientific research on, you've evaluated it, and you know it in enough detail to know that it really does work. Or perhaps something where you've seen the results, you've witnessed the transformation, the benefits when a past client has used it. Or you may have even tried it yourself and experienced the positive impact from that product or the service. So if you come to affiliate marketing from this angle, you can be sure that you are still acting with your client's best interests at heart. Now, you need to tell people that you're an affiliate marketer. They need to be aware that if they purchase through your recommendation, you will earn a commission. And they need to know this well before they start exploring the product or the service. It's actually the law, which is a perfect segue into the legalities. Obviously, as a healthcare professional, we hold this automatic position of trust with the public, which is why acting in integrity is a must. We are, however, autonomous practitioners, and we can determine for ourselves who we work with, including the brands and the businesses that we support. And because of this, it's really important that we do our due diligence. It's part of what actually allows us to remain on the HCPC register or whichever professional body governs your profession. So make sure that you're avoiding all conflicts of interest. Make sure that you do not allow yourself to be influenced by such brands and businesses where you end up creating a bias. And do check your professional body's professional standards and the code of conduct that you agreed to when you joined them. Now, I am sure that as healthcare professionals, we would be doing this anyway. Before you sell anything, and actually this even applies to your own products and services, you should know what you need to comply with in order to be within the law as well. The Advertising Standards Authority, or the ASA, is the UK's regulator for advertising. They apply the advertising codes and rulings that's written by CAP, or the Committee for Advertising Practice. There's 22 rules that must be adhered to, and I suggest you spend some time reading through them, but for us in health, do pay particular attention to rule number 12, which is medicines, medical devices, and health-related products and beauty products. Number 13, which is around weight control and slimming, and number 15, which is food supplements, and associated health and nutrition claims. I'll pop the link to the full rule book in the show notes, but what is common for all of us is the absolute necessity for disclosure. So the CAP is very clear when it comes to disclosure. You must clearly disclose your relationship in any communication and on any content that you produce where you're being paid. And that's whether that's being paid with money or being paid via vouchers or gifts or trips or meals out or free samples. They all count as payment in the eyes of the law. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this disclosure needs to be upfront and prominent before anything else that you go on to say or do or write, and that's so that people have got the choice whether to carry on exploring the product or service or not. Now, another set of legislation that you need to be aware of is the government's guidance to compliance with the Nutrition and Health Claims Regulation. Now, this was updated in 2021, and it is explicit about what healthcare professionals or doctors can or cannot make reference to if we are being paid. And this ties into that Regulation 15 of the 22 that I mentioned earlier. And remember, being paid here still includes the vouchers, the gifts, the trips, the meals out, the free samples, as well as actual money. Now, remember that rumour that I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast about dietitians having to recommend 3 products? Let me just say this. These regulations that were updated in 2021 was like a breath of fresh air for us as dietitians, because it states that RDs can recommend products. So we can make nutrition claims about products. We can say Sarah Almond Bushell recommends Arla Big Milk because it contains calcium. I'm not being sponsored for this, by the way. This is just an example. What we can't make is a health claim. We can't say Sarah Almond Bushell recommends Arla Big Milk because it contains calcium, which is needed for normal growth and development of bones in children. We can, however, separate the nutrition and the health claim in 2 separate sentences in the same piece of content. So I could say Arla Big Milk contains calcium, and then in a separate sentence say calcium is needed for normal growth and development of bone in children. And the reason for this is so that the information is presented in a way that's not misleading to your client or to any consumer of your content. And this applies to content in any format, whether it's spoken word in a conversation, whether it's a video, a podcast, a blog, or a social media post. I'm also going to link to this document for you in the show notes as well, so that you've got everything handy. Okay, So now we've discussed the ethics and the legalities, and I hope you'll understand that there's nothing shady about affiliate marketing when you do your due diligence and you act with integrity, which I know you will. You may have decided that you want to get on board with this and become an affiliate marketer. So the next question is, how do you go about getting started? You know what? It is actually very easy. All you need is a computer and your clinical expertise. It can be as simple as finding a business whose products you like and you want to work with. If they've got an affiliate program already, you just register. It's usually a link in the footer of their website. And if they don't have one, just contact their marketing department and ask if they're willing to set something up. They usually will say yes. These companies often have some tech set up that generates a unique affiliate URL or link for you, and it's this URL that you share with your clients, and if they go on to buy, the company can trace it back to you in order to pay you. Now, if you're a blogger, you can insert this URL into a relevant blog post. You can add it to your video show notes, into your social media captions, or in your podcast show notes. Just remember to disclose it, that it's there up front before they go on to read the rest of your stuff. Amazon have got an affiliate program, and you can pretty much get anything on Amazon. Now, I absolutely love this quote from Oprah Winfrey, which is actually published on the Amazon Affiliates Program website. She says, "I had no idea that being your authentic self could make me as rich as I've become. If I had, I'd have done it a lot earlier." And essentially what Oprah is saying here is to just make sure that you produce genuine, good quality, helpful content that really helps your client or your potential clients, and the sales through your affiliate link will just naturally follow through because those people know you, they like you, and they trust you. But my favorite thing about earning as an affiliate is that you don't even have to create the product or the service that you're selling. There's absolutely no customer service to deal with. That sits with the business owner. So it really is a very easy way to expand your expertise beyond the traditional clinic model. There we are now. Now you know you can get paid from recommending other people's things without feeling icky or questioning the ethics. You know what you need to do to remain in integrity and be compliant with the law and your professional standards. And you also know how affiliate marketing can actually be a win for all parties involved. So action steps. If you've decided that affiliate marketing is for you, what I'd like you to do now is just make a list of all the products and services, the books and the items that you're forever suggesting to your clients, and then take a look at their websites and see if they have an affiliate program. There we have it for today. Next time, I'm going to be answering a common question. How much should I give away for free, and how much should I save for my paid clients? Join me then to find out. Bye for now.